Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. This is the Dr. Shabbat Show, and on this show, we talk about how feminism has destroyed society as well as dating, marriages, and relationships. We're going to talk about exactly why men have opted out of dating modern women, and there are tons of reasons why, and I'm going to talk about each one each week. So, number three is there are too many women with too many baby daddies. Now, I'm going to show you a video of a man who is talking about it's his girlfriend, but he says stepdaughter, but he's raised her for the last 10 years, so he just says stepdaughter. So I'm going to show you the video and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Before we get started, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started.
She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now, let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her mother been talking about doing. Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, she didn't fight for that. And I guess that's just what the settlement was. And he only around to make promises. I do that for you, I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they can have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now, I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Do y'all know Saturday, I see one of my friends at the golf course, right? He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. I'm like, nah. I'll let my girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these few people, and you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went and talked to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them. She said 250 people was a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she gonna say if any of the people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man, that's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, the crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations. How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up, my stepdaughter's real daddy, and I'm like, you know what? Cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and the daddy don't do nothing for you? It's giving you away? And they were just so happy and smiling. Yay, great. Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, I owe the groom and the bride a deep debt of gratitude because they have opened my eyes tonight. Oh, everybody at the table was just smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family is not what I thought it was. Oh, you should have saw the frowns, man. Now they mad. It done got serious. I let them know I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need. Nah. I realized I'm an ATM. Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host as of the wedding, I shall be relinquishing, giving my financial duties to the new host, and I will back out monetarily. Yeah, yep. Now, after the announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table, right? A lot of mumbling, but they didn't say anything to me. Nobody addressed me now. Now, later that night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'm ruining so much, how I'm ruining so much for backing out, and how her daughter ain't gonna have her dream wedding, and how her daughter ain't this and that. Okay, well, it's apparent that I'm not family in this family, so the family should take care of it, right? That's my stepdaughter. I mean, it ain't even my stepdaughter, really. It's my girlfriend. I just happen to be around her for the last 10 years. But tell me why the next day, my girlfriend trying to show me how much I'm ruined, right? She takes me to where they planning the wedding, and the wedding planner showed me, all the things they got going down, everything they got set up. I look at the venue. They got some father-daughter dances, right? 3 songs. All of them cater to her real dad, not me. I looked at the food they got. 2 of the dishes got stuff I'm allergic to in it. I just started laughing. Like, they want me to pay for this?
So this video really breaks my heart. It's just so sad that it took him 10 years to find out how selfish his girlfriend really is, you know. And then the other side is that the stepdaughter is also very selfish, you know, because who do you know? I mean, I don't know a lot of men because he's not even married to his girlfriend, but they've been together for 10 years. And he calls her daughter his stepdaughter, which is very, commendable because most men don't do that. And whoever his girlfriend is, I'm sure she's, feeling really bad because at first I thought that maybe this video was maybe a fake, but it's actually real because he is going on other platforms talking about his experience. It's real. And it's so sad because this is exactly why men are walking away. The entitlement of the girlfriend is unbelievable and the disrespect. And so my concern is this says that the daughter's getting married. And if she is taking lessons from her mother, what type of wife is she going to be to the person she's marrying? I mean, because women learn from other women on how to be a mother, on how to be a wife. And so if this is what her mom is teaching her, you better believe that this marriage that she's going to go into may not be till death do us part. This video is a perfect example of why men don't want to deal with single mothers that have, 1 baby daddy or 2 baby daddy. It doesn't matter. They don't want to deal with modern women that have children with other men. And so I want to talk about the history. So we go back and we look into 1970s and the 80s, even parts of the 90s. It was not uncommon to have friends that were a part of, blended families, But the thing was, back then, a woman may have gotten married really young and it didn't work out. And she may have had 1 child, maybe even 2. But as we get into 2023, things have significantly changed. Like, we have women that have 4 and 5 kids before they reach the age of 30. And then that's when they want to settle down. And a lot of men just don't want to deal with a woman that has that many kids, so early because she may even have more. And children are expensive, So that's the first reason why men don't want to deal with women with a lot of kids, is because they don't want that financial burden or instant family. And then another reason men don't want to be with modern women that have children is that their kids will always be number 1. No matter what, they get married, don't get married, those kids will be her number 1 priority. And I know someone, which is a family member, who was married to someone, and he simply asked to be served dinner before the children. It's just something that he grew up with, and that's what was normal to him. But his wife was like, That's weird. I didn't grow up that way. My mom always served us before our father. And I told my family member, this is crazy. What's the big deal? I think it's crazy that you would serve the kids before your husband, because I think it said it's even in the Bible where it's the husband, then the wife, then the children. And I can remember way back in the 80s, Ronald Reagan had a son and he wrote a book, and he talked about how his mother, Nancy Reagan, made it known that the husband was before, the children. And he thought it was really weird because he said most mothers will put their children first. And that is probably true, but it's wrong. It should be the father, then the children. And so that's another reason, men are just walking away. So another reason why men don't want to deal with women, with baby daddies, is because they don't want to deal with the conflict and drama that comes along with dating a woman that has children with another man. And a lot of times women will want to still be with their baby daddy, but the baby daddy just does not want to be committed to them. And sometimes this is a bond that is hard to break, and typically is never broken, because they're going to share that child for the rest of their life. And that's another reason why men just don't want to deal with it. And one last one is that men do not like dealing with children that have behavior problems. I know for me, when I'm on the phone with some of my friends and they have children, they're under the age of 10, they will interrupt conversations with adults like they're an adult. So I can only imagine what it's really like when you're dating someone and their children are not well behaved. So that's another issue that men just don't want to deal with. And then, like I said, I always want to talk about what women can do. And so one of the things that, women can do is become more humble and to appreciate men that do want to date them and they have children, because it's a rarity, and you want to treat that man with respect. Just like the man that we saw in the video, his girlfriend did not, respect him. And so that's something that women can do, as well as they're going to have to be able to show men that they're serious and that they are not going to put their children first. Now, as I'm a traditional woman, so I cannot sit here and say that women should chase men. But if you are a modern woman and you have children and you are progressive, then you might as well go ahead because you believe in everything else that's not traditional. So why not go ahead and pursue the man? I would love to hear what you think. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye.